talk to me.
I know.
That's not healthy, is it?
No, it's not.
But
we enable it.
That's what we're here for tonight, though.
Yeah. Ha! Oh my God! I got a Tinder ad.
You did? Well, I mean,
I'm getting a Tinder ad.
I've got Dunkin'
right now.
Donuts right now. It's just weird when we talk about what ad we get. We're like basically just repeat advertising.
Yeah, that's true. We shouldn't do that, or at least we should try to get some money out of it. But like, I just got an ad for Tinder that says I can meet Zora, who is 20 years old, which is just highly inappropriate.
Sure. 20 years old. Yeah, somebody. Can you believe somebody who's 20? Okay, somebody. This is Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Somebody who's 20. If I had a baby when I was 20, it would be able to vote now.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's how old. That's how awful it would be if I dated a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I mean the other thing I was talking about today is that I can go on Xbox Live and have racial slurs yelled at me by people who are 20 years my junior.
Yeah. What racial slur? They just say them to anybody?
I think they just say them, yeah.
Oh, man.
It's never going to be the right one. Or, I don't know. It'll only be the right one by coincidence.
Well, tonight's a very special show. This is the matchmaking show. So give us a call. 818-650-3275. Dark. If you're looking to be matched up with somebody, it's Valentine's Day in a couple hours. Maybe you want to say a little bit about yourself, and hopefully we can find you a match, and you can go on a date on the show later tonight
with this person,
with your match. And it doesn't matter gay, straight.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter your gender identification. We're taking any and all callers if you want to get set up on a date tonight, right here on Dark Matters. This is also a very special show. Check this out. This is a live look right now.
Yeah.
This is Shave Cam. This is my bathroom.
Frankie is going to... I love that Gillette font, and I love that the Gillette font is also the same font as RoboBilo.
Yeah, I just used the RoboBilo font. Let me put up the RoboBilo. Yeah, here's the RoboBilo logo.
Oh, okay, they are different.
So that's a live look at my bathroom. I'm going to be shaving my beard tonight. Because,
and why are you going to be shaving your beard?
Apparently, if you want to wear a medical mask like an N95 mask, if you have beard hair, the virus is smaller than your beard hair. So basically, like your beard is just like a fun forest that the virus can travel through on its way to your lungs. So the CDC recommends that you do not have facial hair, or you can have a mustache, but you can't have facial hair where the mask touches your skin. And I'm going to be in the hospital on Friday because Reggie is coming.
That's right.
I'm going to be in the hospital all day, and I don't want to get COVID. So I'm going to shave my beard for the first time in 10 years.
Man. How long is Stephanie planning to stay in the hospital for?
Hopefully just 2 days. I mean, so we got bumped up. We're at 7:30 in the morning is the surgery, and we're going to be... we have to get there at 4:30 in the a.m. Horny Crew, what's up? Welcome. This is maybe you can help us out, Horny Crew. We're matchmaking tonight. We're trying to find people a match so that they can go on a date tonight on the show live. I hope we can get... do you think we'll be able to match anybody?
I hope so. I'm optimistic at this point. I have no reason to believe that we're not going to match someone up. And it's that kind of confidence that has made Dark Matters the great show that it is these past 4 years.
First time, long time asking if my wife has ever seen me clean shaven. No, I have not. I have not had a beard since. This is the last time. Hold on, let me tilt my head. The last time I didn't have a beard was for this mustache competition. I shaved my beard in solidarity with my friends. It's the last time, and that is when I lived in New York. So that's got to be 2006 or 2007. So how many years is that? 14 years.
Yeah.
Are we temporarily single? No. This is not Michael Biloh's bachelor party.
No. Michael Biloh's bachelor party already happened, and it almost got us kicked off of Twitch.
Brother, it did almost get us kicked off of Twitch. Wow.
He did some things that I mean, I regret their consequences. I don't know if I regret doing them.
Yeah.
But I regret that they had consequences.
Yeah.
That seemed out of proportion with the thing that actually happened.
Yeah, that's like every time I ever got in trouble when I was a kid.
Like you're not sorry for doing the thing that got you in trouble,
yeah. Yeah, like one time, Michael Foreman called my mother a fat whore. So I took his notebook and I hid it under a table in the lunchroom, and I told Anne Marie Riley not to move it and just leave it there. But Anne Marie Riley, that made her nervous, so she took it and she threw it in the garbage can. And then I got accused of being a thief.
Wow.
And like the principal and my teacher and everyone was like, "I cannot believe you, of all people, is a thief." I was like, but this kid called my mother a fat whore. It's way worse than me putting his notebook under a table.
Yeah.
Fucking Anne Marie Riley. We should. I don't know.
Also,
Let's look her up on Spokeo. Let's call her.
Your mom is not is not fat. You know.
No.
Was there a time that she was?
No. My mom is a weight Nazi. My mom has been obsessed with her weight. She's not been more than 110 pounds since 1953. That's when she was born. Oh, my finger is bleeding.
This is... Yeah, I mean, is she a whore? I doubt it.
I doubt it. It's not impossible, but I don't think so. Shout out to
having
Harriet.
met Harriet... Yeah, having met Harriet, I'm pretty sure she's not a whore.
Pretty sure. I don't think she'd be good at it. This is weird conversation that we're having.
Yeah, no, I don't think your mom would be good at prostitution.
No.
She doesn't strike me as the type.
I don't think your mom would be good at prostitution either.
I don't.
She would just
I don't
talk
either.
their ear off and they would leave.
That's what some people want, you know.
That's
what
true.
some people just it. I feel like most people, or not most people, but I think the stereotype of people who people will get prostitutes and then talk to them. They will use them instead of therapists.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know. If you've ever, you know, engaged a sex worker and but not for that purpose. I guess we did that, didn't we? We called a phone sex line and we
did.
we.
Though, I mean, the phone sex line did I think they did their job. You know, they told me that I was farting out my dick.
Farting burrito gas out of a dick. We have a call. Dark Matters.
It's Dark Matters.
So I'm trying to get, I guess, married tonight.
Married?
About your beard.
Okay, great. So this is Hunter. Hunter, can we call you Bachelor number 1, I guess?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's tell us a little bit about yourself, Bachelor number 1. What kind of person are you looking for? What kind of activity would you like to talk about on your date tonight?
I did not expect this much of an interrogation. Okay. So, what was the first question? That was a
Oh, I'm sorry. Just give us a brief. Oh, Bilo is sneezing there. Give us a little, just a 1 or 2 sentences, a little bit about you. How old you are, where you live, your interests, stuff like that.
I am My name is Hunty. My name is Hunter
You don't have to give your full
I
name.
am a 33-year-old.
Oh, you don't have
What's
to give your full name, but I appreciate. We all know it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
My address is I'm a tender young gentleman in North Hollywood,
All
California.
right. Well, I take some note. Bilo disappeared. Where did
And
Bilo
can
go?
I ask a question?
Sorry.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Are you going to shave it all at once, or can you do it like over the course of the night so that your face just
You
step
know,
by step?
that's
gets
not the
smaller?
worst idea, Hunty. I haven't thought about that, but that's actually kind of a good idea. Okay, and now Hunty, what would you like to talk about? It's gonna be an audio date. So what would you want to talk about on your audio date?
I would love to talk about cinema.
All right, cinema. All right. Well. Anything else you want your potential suitor to know? Any fun facts or anything you want to use to entice them?
Tonight I'm sober.
Hey.
Great. Oh, we had another dater, but they hung up. We just lost them. Call
no,
back
did
if
I-
you were just on. If you were
What-
just on hold, I was literally about to click on your name. So give us a call
I
back.
will. I will smoke a bowl if I kick you off the line. If me being sober is what made you go off the line, I'll smoke right now.
All right.
That's-
Perhaps marijuana could be enjoyed on this date. Here we go. All right, they've called back. Okay, Hunty, I'm gonna drop you now. We're gonna take our next caller. Dark Matters.
All right, I'm gonna.
This is Dark Matters.
Hi, am I on with Dark
You
Matters?
sure are.
This is Dark Matters.
Oh, hi. Well, I was actually just wondering if either of you have ever been with a whore, and if you have, what was it like?
This is a good question.
This is a good question.
I have never.
I mean,
been-
it's not a bad question,
This
but
is a good question. I have never been with a prostitute, but I have paid for a prostitute unintentionally.
oh, I like this.
Oh, tell me more.
In Vietnam, I stayed in a city called Hoi An, which is like the Catalina island of Vietnam. It's like a very cute city, and I was there on Christmas Eve. And there are 3 industries in Hoi An. There are places to get a suit made. There are places like a custom suit. There are places to get custom shoes made, and there are shady massage parlors. And it turns out that all 3 of them are the same business. So I went to this place to get a pair of custom shoes made, and the woman who was working there is like, very friendly, like, talking, asking me like how old I was, like, did I like Vietnam?
Yeah, start like rubbing your feet or
um,
something.
Well, she did measure my feet, because they were like shoes that were supposed to be, better
Yeah.
than just
Did she
getting a
measure
size
them
10 or whatever.
slowly?
It didn't feel like it was a sexual foot
Okay.
measurement, but she did ask me if I wanted a Vietnamese girlfriend, and I was like, sure, haha, why not? I'll, yes, a Vietnamese girlfriend sounds good. And I went away for the. So she charged me like 1 million dong, which is like 50 American dollars. But it is funny to note that the Vietnamese currency is called the dong. And that was like, that's like a crazy amount of money. That was like so much more than I spent on anything else. And anyway, I was sort of pissed about that, but didn't matter. I walked out, left for the day. I come back to my hotel room in the afternoon because Hoi An is like a terrible, boring city. And the woman who's working the shoe store, which is next to my hotel, is like, oh, hi, do you want a Vietnamese girlfriend in your hotel room right now? And that's when I realized that a Vietnamese girlfriend meant a prostitute. And that the 1 million dong that I had paid for.
Oh, it was $1 million dong?
a million dong. A million dong is 50 US dollars about. Was actually, I did not purchase shoes. I had purchased a prostitute basically for that money. And then I was really pissed because
Oh no,
I
lost
wanted the shoes. I did not want the prostitute.
I think I lost my connection to the. God damn it! Lost my connection to the phone server.
Oh, that's not good.
Know. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. So wait, what did you do?
Fine.
What did you end up doing?
So I was leaving the next day, and I really wanted the shoes. So I mean, I just went to my hotel room, and did not have sex with the prostitute. And then the next day, I had like a flight from Da Nang up to Hanoi, I think. And I just like really wanted to get the shoes, and I realized that the money that I had given was like not for shoes, but I didn't want the prostitute. I wanted the shoes. So I like went in there and kind of like demanded the woman bring me the shoes. And then I got a pair of shoes that really don't fit. But must have been made like, really fast because I was just there like waiting for a pair of shoes that I was supposed to get.
Wow. All right, hold on, Bilo. I gotta hang up on you for a second because I gotta redial everybody. Wow. Sorry, guys. I gotta redial. You can check this out. I gotta go away, Skype. I lost the connection to the call-in server, and that's not gonna be cool. We won't be able to hear any of you guys. And for technical reasons, it all needs to be on the same Skype or whatever. Here we go. Boom. We're back. Bilo is back. See if I can add my bathroom cam back. Bathroom cam coming back. Here it is.
Hello.
Here we go. There you are. Boom.
Here I am.
That was pretty fast. Do I have the shave? Do I have bathroom cam on? Oh, look at that. It's back. All right. Should I go in the
fantastic.
bathroom and shave my beard now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I won't be able to... adjust anything. Oh, Bilo, you know what you can do? If you go on Call-In Studio and you log in, you can put callers on the air.
Oh, great call. I will do that, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All right, here's bathroom cam, shave cam. All right, I'm gonna do the first part of shaving. Well, I will see you guys in a second.
All right. There we go. And hey, if you want to be on Dark Matters, give us a call at 818-650-DARK. That's 818-650-3275. If you want to see Frankie do something to his facial hair, you want to see him embarrass himself, you want to see him look good, let us know what you want to see. We've got, who knows? Will Sarah Walker in the chat saying, "I hope he forgets and pees for us," which is really peeing for us is such a big, it's like a really big thing to do, is for someone to pee for you. Like he might pee not knowing that we're watching or just not remembering that we are, but peeing for us is a lot. Oh, okay. Something happened. The shave cam has still... Oh, there we go.
Here I am. Am I on the stream here? I'm just shave cam updating.
I will let you know when I see it.
Oh, I'm huge.
There we go. You are huge.
I'm huge, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I guess I will scoot over so so I can be visible along with the shave cam.
All right. What do I do first?
I think what you do is, let's see, do we have a call? Okay, we have a call actually. I'm gonna pick it up.
A call. Should I wait to shave till after the call?
Hello caller, this is Dark Matters. Can you hear Frankie?
Oh no, I thought. Well, oh no, my razor broke. I can listen to the stream, but otherwise I can't hear it.
I'm sorry, caller. You're on the air. This is Dark Matters.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Caller, Frankie is about to shave his beard. Do you have something to say about that?
Oh no, I would like a date.
You would like a date,
and you can give me a date.
Fantastic. Well, we can certainly try. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
About Frankie. Yeah, sure. So, I've been single my whole life. So I'm very desperate. So if God, you guys can help me, I would really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, single your entire. So what are some of your other qualities other than single your entire life?
So I work up at Home Depot.
Okay.
That's a good job.
I drive a '93 Ford Ranger. My shoe size is 10.5 on a good day. Do you want more? If you want more, I need specific questions.
Well, what is your ideal in a quarantine, COVID-free world? What's your ideal date?
Yeah, or what do you want to talk about on your date tonight? That if we're able to get you a date, bachelor number 2.
I have to talk to it. I guess one where the girl looks at me and falls in love instantly.
All right.
Okay. Sure. Can
you guarantee this?
Well, what would you say to make a girl fall in love instantly?
Great. Brother Wax has that exfoliate. What does that mean?
Do you want?
I'm just gonna.
Do you want to go to Disneyland?
Do I want to go to Disneyland?
Not you. That's what I would say.
Wow.
Okay.
That work?
It might. It might for the right woman. I don't know. And you are interested in women.
Very.
Wow. Very. All right, bachelor number 2. Well, if somebody, hopefully somebody will call in and we'll have a match for you, and we'll have a date later on the show. So hang on the line there.
Thank you.
Brother Wax, I have to exfoliate.
Thank you, caller. Bachelor number 2.
I'm gonna buzz first. Should I just randomly buzz my face and make it look weird and then go back?
No. I think we've got to. This is art, and we need some structure. So, I think we definitely want to do an asymmetric look. We want to see what it looks like when you shave only half your face.
Should I do half my face first?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be important.
All right, I'm gonna do half my. Okay, so I'm gonna completely shave half my face. Is that what we're doing?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
shave half the face.
All right. So first, let's just. All right.
Oh, listen to the sound of that. Listen to the sound of that. That shaving, that buzz. Hannah Mackay says, "This is like watching Britney shave her head."
Is this interesting to watch? I don't know.
I mean,
are we getting there?
Very, according to some people. What are the emotions that are going through you right now as you watch the hair come off your face?
No, I'm very concerned. I haven't seen my double chin. I don't know how big it is. It's been hidden somewhat by a beard for a long time. I'm pretty happy. It's not that bad.
Yeah. It's nice. A beard does give you, it gives you like a jawline, or it gives the impression of a jawline for a lot of people. Look at that. There's Frankie's showing up.
There's half of me right there. How young am I gonna look? You guys, is that better or is the hair better?
It's we should have. There we go. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Okay. Now this is the part I really don't know how to do. Is how to like shave my face. We don't have any calls, do we? I don't want to miss out on a date just because I'm shaving my. I'm sorry, I can't really see that. I have my phone down here. I'm not shaving.
We have one caller. I'm gonna put them on the line.
All right, put them on. I'm gonna put some hot water on my face while we talk.
Hello, caller. This is Dark Matters.
Well, hello. I actually heard you were doing a matchmaking service.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that I'm interested.
Fantastic, caller. Okay, so you are our first bachelorette, if I'm reading your gender correctly from the phone.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, bachelorette. We're gonna call you bachelorette number 1. Bachelorette number 1. What kind of? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, where do I begin? I have long blonde hair. My breast size is 34C.
Okay.
And mostly I just like to sit around and eat. So I'm just looking for someone to do that with.
Wow. Okay. So long blonde hair, 34C, bra measurement, and you like to sit around and eat. Well, we have two bachelors. Honestly, I assume one of them will call in, and maybe we can set up a date on the line. But before they call in, what would you like to talk about on the on your quarantine date?
Oh, well, I'd like to talk about Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
Do you know
Mouse.
Anyone who might
well.
be interested in talking about that with me?
There might be. It looks like we've got our bachelor number 1 called back in, so I'm gonna connect him to the line, and maybe you two can talk, and we can have our first date of the evening. So I'm
just
putting him on.
I'm sorry that I'm covering like the whole screen with my shaving.
Okay, bachelor number 1, you are on. Frankie's face is about half the way shaven.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, caller. Bachelor 1.
Okay, I'm having trouble hearing you. Hello. Hello, Bachelorette number 1.
Hello.
I noticed you mentioned something about liking to eat food.
I do like to eat food.
And Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Yes.
I
Minnie
like
Mouse,
to smoke
Daffy
marijuana and talk about cinema. I feel like those can match up.
I could do that.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the date. I'm almost.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me finish half my face, and then I'll run into the office. So we'll do the date.
All right.
All right.
So bachelor
Yeah,
number 1.
I'm gonna call back in so I don't have this echo going on.
Okay. All right. Bachelorette number 1, can we keep you for a little bit longer?
I'm here.
Okay, great. Bachelorette number one. Now, since we've got you, is there anything more about yourself? You want to talk about Mickey Mouse? Why Mickey?
Well, I just always kind of thought he was cute. I kind of have a crush on him.
You have a crush on Mickey Mouse? Wow.
I have a crush on him. Yeah,
Well-
I just always thought those big ears, something about it.
Yeah. There we go. Looks like Frankie's finished up shaving his face.
Right,
Um,
right back.
Also, it looks like we have both Bachelor number one and Bachelor number two, who've both called in now. So I'll leave it to Frankie to decide how we want to do this. Whether we want to try to have a 2-on-1 date or not.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier, says our Bachelorette. All right. I'm gonna put both of them on then. Bachelor number 2 and Bachelor number 1, you are on with our Bachelorette.
I'm back. Am I back?
You're back.
Okay.
Bachelor number 2 and
Okay.
Bachelor number 1.
All right, I'm
Okay,
back.
can I be heard now?
I will fight
Yes.
you to the death, Bachelor number 1. Hello?
It's very intense.
Hello, caller.
Okay, is anyone else having trouble hearing things?
I feel like I can hear fine, but
Yeah, I hear you great. I hear you great, caller.
Can I,
I
ask a question as Bachelorette number 1? Can I?
Please do.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bachelorette number 1. Ask away.
Well, I'd like to know also, because I heard some talk about whores earlier, and I wanted to know also if either bachelor has been with a whore.
Well, I'll come in as Bachelor number 1. What is your definition of the word whore, and do you consider it to be a bad word?
Do I consider it to be a bad word? I think that it should be reclaimed. I don't consider it to be a bad word. And
I agree and I support that. I have had one very strange interaction with a sex worker in my past. It was a fascinating experience, and basically I lost several hundred, maybe close to $1,000. Anyway.
Wait. Yeah, and people in the chat are saying we should say sex worker and not whore. So let's try to do that.
Right. That's what I wanted to say. Sex worker.
Okay, great. But I do want to hear your story about losing $1,000, Hunty.
I think it was like closer to 600. It was a member of my family who got me very plied and dragged me to a very strange strip club, and then just threw me into a back room with all of his money. It was the weirdest, scariest thing, and I didn't want to be there. Like, I just wanted to be drunk at home in bed because I drank like 17 beers.
That's a lot of
know
beers.
Yeah.
this story makes me think that we're a match made in heaven.
I agree. I haven't even heard anything.
You may want to hold off Bachelorette number 1 because Bachelor number 2 is also, he's got a lot going for him.
Come on, man.
Okay, like what?
Well, I'm put on the spot now. Well, like I said before, I work at Home Depot in the lumber department. I drive a '93 Ford Ranger. Cinemagraph. I also own 2 different copies of the Susan Blu-ray.
A lumberjack?
I'm not. No, I work in the lumber department of Home Depot.
But do you wear flannel?
If I needed to.
Not because
Yeah,
you would choose.
I wouldn't want to do it because trees are people, but if I absolutely had to, I would kill a tree for you.
Trees are, and you work in the lumber department, working in the body parts department of a butcher shop.
Or the body
No
part.
asking.
Look,
No one's asking anyone to kill any trees here. Slow down.
Well, actually, I am killing some trees right now.
Uh-oh, are we
what?
getting high?
What
Hunty, are you
is your
smoking
murder
weed right
weapon?
now?
Did you just yawn after inhaling marijuana? Or, we're trying to use the slightly more political
Why is cannabis? People are you're gonna really
Cannabis-
say cannabis?
marijuana is marijuana is linked to racism in some way that I don't at the top of my head
Sure.
what the link
It's
is.
of Mexican origin or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Well, educate us.
Mary J.
If you know, give us a call.
I just want to say, if Bachelor number 2 is
Yeah.
in the lumber department, I am.
Wow,
That's a shitty joke.
that's a shitty joke, but how do you feel about that Bachelorette number 1?
Is this Jeff? Or is this Jeff calling? 'Cause he's the other guy in the lumber department.
Minnie Mouse. Mickey Mouse, sorry.
Yeah, neither of you bachelors have addressed Mickey Mouse, which is something that our bachelorette seemed to want to talk about.
I said I would do it if I needed to.
That's how women like to be treated. Bachelor number 2, that you just do something if it's absolutely necessary.
Please. Is everyone being quiet for a reason?
Heard you say please, and then there was a lot of dead air.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying that is how they like to be treated, because I don't have any other path.
All right, well, I guess there's 2 bachelors and 1 bachelorette. Bachelorette number 1, who do you have a preference of who you want to go on your date with?
Like I said, the more the merrier. I choose both.
All right, well, we've got... Hold on, I'm going to mute... Okay, we have another call. I'm going to mute the 3 of you. I'm going to keep you all on the line. I'm not shaving the mustache, too. We'll bring you back for your date. We've got another caller, okay? So I'm gonna mute you guys. I promise I'll bring you back. Hold on the line, okay? Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Hello.
Hello, caller. You're on.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, not too much. Are you looking for love, caller?
Hey, what's going on? Depends who it's from.
I hear that.
Now, are you interested in a man, a woman? Do you not care any gender, agender? What are you looking for tonight?
Kind of looking for like Conor McGregor.
A the Conor McGregor, or like a Conor McGregor type?
Conor McGregor type.
Conor McGregor type. Okay. So, beard. Is Irish? Do you just like the look of him, or is like Irish a thing that you want?
It's the look.
Just the look. Okay.
I feel
So can you give me a rundown of what this channel is for?
Frankie, you want to give the rundown on what this channel's
sure.
about?
So we're on the Pack Theater channel. This is a comedy theater in Los Angeles, and obviously we've been closed due to the pandemic. So this is a show we used to do on stage, and we do it every Saturday. We do our show every Saturday here. We're called Dark Matters, so we're like a paranormal themed show, but we also do call-ins, and it's Valentine's Day in about an hour, so we're doing like a love line right now. So we're having people call in who are looking for dates. We have a three-way date on the other line. Would you like to join that date and make it a four-way date?
No, actually, I was just calling to let you guys know that your Twitch link is posted in a subreddit on Reddit right now, and it's really getting trashed.
All right.
Really?
What subreddit is that? We love getting trashed, so.
Let me go find
All
that
right.
1 second.
We're getting trashed, Bilo. This is great.
Wow. I've
Do you
never
think it's,
I've
do you
never
think
been
it's
trashed
from
on Reddit.
people that are mad that you blitz bombed Reddit last week or 2 weeks ago?
Oh, if only. I hope so.
I don't really know. I
You
think
saw,
I
you saw it on Reddit?
Some baby name.
Because we don't have a ton. Well, tell them to come on in here. Give us a call.
Yeah.
They can watch it. They can watch a 38-year-old man shave his beard. I'm sure that's what Reddit people are looking for right now.
Hold on, I think I found it. Unless it's loading.
All right.
Stupid computer, of course, it's being slow now.
Wonder what they're saying. I'm so curious now.
Yeah. We will try to find a Conor McGregor type
for
for you.
sure. I really appreciate this caller really trying to do the research for us, and
Yeah.
just calling to alert us also. It's a very Oh, I hear myself.
Yeah. Is it maybe on the bathroom?
Do you want me to mute that?
Oh
I'll get
yeah, if
you
you
guys
can.
quiet. Okay, I muted it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This is very exciting.
It is. This is another mystery, which is another
I love mysteries.
part of the fun of the
I
show.
like the mystery of what's going to happen on this three-way date that we're about to
It's
hear.
true.
They're waiting they're just on hold there. We've got another call too.
Oh yeah, we've got another call.
Love it. Love this. Then I gotta shave the other half. Look at my face.
Yeah, it really looks horrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, chat, you gotta pick whether I shave this. Do I get rid of the I gotta keep the mustache.
Oh yeah, your poll.
Do I get rid
your
of
poll.
this oh yeah, we should do a poll. Should I get rid of the what? I keep forgetting what it's called.
Soul patch.
Soul patch, thank you. Caller, did you happen to get that subreddit?
Yes, it is. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
r/KINSAW.
All right. I don't know what that is. Well, thank you for that caller. All right. If you keep listening, if somebody calls in who's a Conor McGregor type, call back in and we can have you go on a date with them. Thank you so much for giving us a call. All right, there you go. All right, we got another caller, and then we're gonna do our date. Dark Matters.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Dark Matters.
How are you? Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, caller. Are you here for a date or to talk about Frankie's beard or something else?
Well, I'd love to talk about Frankie's beard, but I am here for the date. I am built like a Conor McGregor type, but I am female looking for female, so I'd love to compete for Bachelorette's #1 part.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
would
So
also
Bachelorette.
love to double team Mickey Mouse with her.
Oh wow. Bachelorette number 2. Can we know a little bit more about you? You want to double team Mickey Mouse? You're a female looking for a female. You're a Conor McGregor type. What else can you let us know about you?
I have a wee bit of facial hair that's growing in that shouldn't be there, but I get it waxed occasionally. I have a pup, me lad. He is my precious gem, so hopefully Bachelorette number 1 likes a little bit of puppy action. Not sexual, just hanging out at the dog park. Yeah, liked to meet new friends at the dog park.
All right.
Oh.
Feet away, coat is safe, masked up.
That sounds nice. Well, let's
Masked up.
bring you in here. Let's unmute these guys. And here
Sounds
we go.
good.
We've got a 4-way date now. You guys are back on the air here.
Back.
I am going to earn her heart.
What? I will fight you to the death.
Oh boy.
I'm
You'll
not
fight
here to
me to
fight
death?
anyone.
Am
I
I
wanna
allowed
fight-
to bring a gun?
Can I just find love? For the love of everything fucking holy, can I just find love tonight?
I will fight
If you
you.
are lucky and you capture her heart better than we can.
I'll get the
I
sword.
wonder why
fine.
other radio shows don't have 4 people on the line at the same time. Hold on. Let's let this date continue. I gotta walk. I'm gonna put on the bath. This is a live look. If you're just tuning in, this is my bathroom. Hold on. I'll take this. I've shaved half of my face. I'm now gonna go shave the other half of my face. Let's put this on here. This is shave cam. Let's keep the date rolling.
Yes.
Bachelorette, are you
Let's
interested
stay
in fucking Mickey
flashing.
Mouse with a woman? That looks mildly like Conor McGregor. I mean, if you're not actually looking for a penis, I mean, I can fake a man.
You said you had a dog.
Yes, I do. Love of my life.
Tell me
Pride
more.
and joy. You would come second, unfortunately.
Tell me more about this dog. I mean, I like mice, so dogs can also
That
work.
is true.
Yeah.
He
And of course, Mickey Mouse
as
has a
long
pet
as we
dog.
Keep the rodents separate. He is a Chihuahua German Shepherd. So as long as he does like the mice, he would love to eat the field mice. So
Size
We
of a
just have to
German
keep them in
Shepherd
separate
or
rooms.
size of a Chihuahua?
needle. German Shepherd mother, of course. That poor. If it was a German Chihuahua mother, that would have been a sad story. But it is like a medium dog. It's not as small as a Chihuahua and not as big as a German Shepherd. Cute as a button.
And you said you go to the park.
I do. I love me some fresh air.
What's your dog's name?
Okay,
His name is Button.
Frankie has entered the bathroom to shave more of his face. But sorry, date continues.
Yes, I was interrupted. His name is Button. I call him cute as a button, but his name is Button because he is as cute as a button.
Buttons. And you said you're just looking for someone to go to the park with you. And Buttons.
Oh, not necessarily. I do fancy myself a sexual relationship.
Sexual. And you said you have facial hair?
I get it waxed, so I mean, if you prefer it, I can grow it out.
I think if you grew it out, I'd prefer that.
I've never waxed personally, but I'm curious what your take is on just purely just shaving raw like Frankie is doing. Like for me,
Shaving
Every woman likes it raw
raw.
sometimes.
because I've done that and I live to regret it.
What do you mean?
Actually, Michael Milo is the one who told me that I need to manscape, and then I did it, and it was a mistake.
That sounds like a sign.
I think shaving is always a mistake.
Yeah.
Let it grow. Let it be natural.
There we go.
Yep.
And
Waxing's the way to go if you have to get rid of hair.
is that really what you think, Bachelor number 2?
Of course. I'm not a dishonest person, Michael Bilo.
And you wax your hair. You wax the hair that you want to get rid of.
When I need to get rid of it, yes.
When do you need to get rid of your hair?
There are occasions, weddings, funerals,
Do
commencement
they not
speeches.
accept you as you are?
I'm sorry?
Do they not accept you as you are?
I like to put on a good presentation on special days. It's more for myself than for other people.
I see. That is the best way to do it. Does my bachelorette like wine? Yeah. Oh, delightful. Red wine is my just go-to after a long day. Me too.
There we go.
Definitely share a bottle or a case, whatever you fancy.
Case is a lot of wine.
You know, I never
Maybe 12
thought I was
bottles.
into women. But
Hey, Bachelor number one, you want to just go over to the bar and just grab a drink over there while they're doing their thing?
I thought I was number 2.
It doesn't
I
seem
feel
like you're trying to capture her heart as hard as I am.
It's true.
I
Yeah.
wanted
put a
her.
little bit of effort.
Bachelor number one.
I feel
I
like
didn't know we were
I think
allowed
I
to
might
ask
need a
that.
woman's touch.
it's been really pleasant to be shaving while I'm just listening to everybody on this date. I feel like this could be like a service. Like you just get, you get to listen into dates while you shave. That's very specific. I don't know. That's probably a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a hard sell. Just a small addressable market, because people aren't shaving for that much time.
You can come to our table and shave while we drink a nice red on our nice Valentine date. Although you might not have much to shave after this.
I have a quarter of a bottle of creme de cacao. I'm willing to share it.
Why do you have a quarter? What have you done with the rest of the bottle of creme de cacao?
I drink it, obviously. It was
Just
it's
by
Does not sound
itself?
like you were saving it for a good time.
What was the question?
Do you drink creme de cacao by itself?
Why not?
Because it's gross.
I don't think I'm shaving right.
one
I
man
haven't
crack
shaved
is
in so long. I
treasure
feel like
like
I'm
a
doing it. My leg hurts.
I'm sorry. Bachelor number 2. I couldn't hear you. Frankie says he's hurting himself shaving. I think we might see some blood on this Dark Matters. It's been a while
it's not
since
even
there's.
from us fighting for her heart.
That's right. We may see some blood. If Frankie isn't careful. What's crazy to me is that Frankie is like, he has a safety razor, but he's shaving in both direction with it, even though a safety razor like only works in one direction.
Yeah, I was very
Recommend
confused
you as
about
a
that.
reason.
Frankie's muted, so he seems to be yelling at me, but I can't hear anything he's saying.
I was on mute.
Can I dub over Frankie?
All right, here we go. Here I am. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Lifted. When I'm going back up, I'm lifting it slightly, so it's not. I'm not under the illusion that the dull part is shaving.
I see.
I'm gonna lift it up again.
I see. Jay Fleischstein says Misha is concerned about your technique, so I'm not the only one who thinks this is odd.
Well, call me up and give me some tips, because I literally have not done this in 14 years.
Deb Jones asks, and I'm going to put this to all of the bachelors and bachelorettes in our call right now. Is this date worth the risk of possibly getting COVID? Bachelor number 1.
If,
I have antibodies.
you had COVID before?
Yeah, I'm over by the bar by myself at this point.
If this is what she says, it's worth it.
We miss you, Hunty.
I gotta find love. I gotta find it. I gotta know. Can you show me? That's about as far as we can go on the song.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. I was about to hang up on you for singing, but yeah, that's about as far as we can go. Brother Wag says Hunty is cracking.
Hunty, you can join us and watch.
Oh, I'm
I
watching.
mean, that's
Is it supposed to hurt my face?
No, it should not hurt your face. It should just feel very smooth. And
Should my face slightly burn a little bit?
maybe. Look at that.
Ooh.
Just whack. This wouldn't have been
Actually-
an issue at all.
Can I take the lead and invite everyone at this table to go on a date to the pharmacy to the vaccine, the way Mother of Garblin just suggested? Let's all go to the Rite Aid next door.
Oh, so you want to skip the line? You want to be a vaccine culture?
Hey, we're all
Yes.
at risk, aren't we?
Yes, I do.
We'll get shots and then take shots.
I don't know. Mother of Garblin said it's possible, so in the world that this date happens
Hey,
in,
you know
I'm
what?
getting the vaccine.
I'm gonna be able to get it starting March 15th, apparently. So,
Hey.
Hey,
thank you,
cheers.
diabetes.
I did one thing great for you.
JPill 1978 saying in regard to your face that you might have some razor burn. So rinse off, reapply cream, and shave over the part that's burning.
That's what I needed. Thank you.
Yeah. And Deb Jones talking.
Laptop
And
so
then-
close to the sink. That was a bad idea.
After that, the next step, Frankie, just grab a Sharpie and then draw a beard back in right over it.
Mother of Garblin says use the rose water in the cabinet, which I think is got to be a great idea.
Holy shit, that fucking mustache from the side.
Oh man, yeah. Frankie is really looks more like the caricature of a French waiter.
I would let him serve me our bottle of wine.
There we go.
He is straight up Mario.
What about, did the chat vote on what to do with my freaking
No, because I couldn't host a poll because I'm not a moderator. But if there is a moderator in the chat who wants to poll,
host a poll?
Yeah. If there's a moderator in the chat who wants to post a poll about whether Frankie should keep the soul patch or not, that would be great because we want to know. Sarah Walker is asking for blood.
Know. Can you show us? Okay.
Are you doing the Big Mouth Billy Bass song?
No, it's the song from Sting and Hercules, right?
I think the song is "Take Me to the River." Frankie, you're muted again.
Oscar is still awake. Should I see if it's scary to him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, the poll is now active. So people who are in the chat, not in the chat, go ahead and go ahead and vote. Soul Patch, yes or coward.
I mean, he's already a coward for dodging the wax. But
Yeah.
I voted coward because with that mustache, he's going to just look so much like Mario that I'm going to fucking draw, like, red hats on him.
People do this every morning? What the fuck is that? Who does
I don't
that?
think.
There's
some
blood.
people grow a lot of
There's
facial
blood on
hair.
my razor. Can you see it?
Down at the bottom there.
There you go.
Yeah, we got some blood, everybody. Blood in the blood. So much blood.
thank God.
Giving the people what they want. There will be blood in this Twitch late night talk show.
Oh my god.
Are there?
I look. What do I look?
We got. Okay, so we got blood, but we still haven't gotten love.
Hey, some of us have.
What?
Oh,
I believe us bachelorettes are destined to be together.
I agree.
Is,
Oh boy, people
look,
got to
I'm
vote
gonna call. I'm gonna
because
call.
the poll just ended in a 5-5 tie between Yes and Coward on Soul Patch. So I think that means you have to shave off half of the Soul Patch.
I think maybe should I ask Stephanie? Let her
Yeah,
dying vote.
let's
No.
Stephanie.
You have to dye the soul patch. Dye the soul patch.
I can't.
Blonde.
Oh no, I got water all over my phone. This is not good.
This is great. This is Bathroom Matters. This is a bathroom matters.
All
Are
right,
you
Mother
taking, you're
Earthling
taking
in
a picture
the
of
chat said to get rid of the soul patch, so I'm gonna get rid of the soul patch. I'm gonna mute the razor sound though. Keep.
Okay.
She said ask Oscar.
Now, all of you callers, do you have any big plans for after the pandemic is over? Something you might like to do on a date?
Eat at an actual restaurant inside.
I've heard
Sex,
the
drugs, and rock
the
and
Swans-
roll.
heard the Swans and Echo Park are good.
I think I want to sit in the parking lot and eat Denny's where I parked a year and a half ago.
Why that, Bachelor number one?
Because I
you can
feel
do
like I didn't get the experience of doing it during the pandemic experience,
Mm-hmm.
but I still want to have eaten Denny's in the parking lot.
Mm.
This is hard shaving the soul patch like down to. I already shaved it off with the big razor, but it's like catching. It's like catching on the razor. I don't know how to shave.
Yeah, you need to shave like it up and down, like just vertically in the direction of the soul patch. Curl your lip over your bottom teeth and like expose the hair a little bit more.
Ugh, you hear that sound? It's gross.
No, I wish we did.
Beginning of Gangs of New York. Here, man. I don't know where the microphone is on this computer.
It looks like Sarah Walker is asking you to bleed for us.
Also, some great things that people in the chat want, including find Elon Musk's house and stake it out. Magic Mountain, ice skating. There's a lot of things that people are missing.
What are you gonna do, Bilo, when the pandemic's over?
I mean, I would like to travel. I would like to see people. I would like to do an improv, do a show in a theater in front of real human beings. Those are things that I'm missing. Oh, good. It's Officer Rod Farva has finally joined us.
Who's that? Wait, is that a character you're saying I look like?
Yes.
What's that?
From Super Troopers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'll be honest, I don't hate it. I hate it less than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think you look better than I expected you would. Though,
I didn't do a great job. I've got a bump here. I got some bumps. It's clearly an amateur shaving job.
Yeah.
I've got this birthmark here. I've got a reverse. This is like my CNN map. I've got a reverse birthmark here, so it's not a fillet birthmark. I know I woke up the child. It's called a nevus anemicus. That's what.
Ooh, nothing like a good
dermatologist
Nebus
told me.
anemicus.
my dermatologist, Dr. Latepla, who always wanted to see my penis, even though there was nothing wrong. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Is it
I'll
safe?
just take a look. It'll just be 1 second, just to make sure everything's okay.
Oh my god, this is like Marathon Man. Though I guess it's Max von Sydow and not like.
Well, I should have held up the hair. I should have showed everybody how much hair that I took off my face. It was like you could have made a toupee out of it, but I've already thrown it in the toilet.
It's too bad.
Wait, did you just get Marathon Man wrong, you motherfucker?
What do you mean? Did I get Marathon Man wrong?
Yeah, it was Olivier.
Oh, was Olivier the bad guy in Marathon Man?
Yeah, it was Laurence Olivier.
Oh shit! I knew it was.
It's the movie where he yelled at Dustin Hoffman for getting too method and just said, "It's called acting."
That's very funny. I did not. I knew it was a well-regarded old actor. I forgot that it was Olivier and not Max von Sydow.
Yeah, Sydow would have been like 30 then.
Really?
He was like
No.
30 in The Exorcist.
No, Max von Sydow was not 30 in The Exorcist. He was 30 in Seventh Seal in like 1957.
No, that's right. He was 40 in The Exorcist, made up to look like 65.
There's no way he's 40 in The Exorcist, dude. He was like 30 in 1957.
Oh,
A lot of Ratso Rizzo references now in the
I like
chat.
that. All right, I guess I shaved.
You shaved. Frankie shaved. But this is
Right.
what I'm gonna buy a cowbell for the next episode. So whenever we have an accomplishment, I can ring the cowbell. There we go. And with that, Frankie stalks out of the shave cam area, and probably is gonna go put once he gets to his office, he's gonna go put himself back on. Hopefully the people in Frankie's house know not to use the bathroom because it will be filmed.
Michael, can you do me a favor real quick?
Sure,
You're good at math, right?
I sure am.
What is 1974 minus 1929?
That is 55. No, it's 45. 45.
Okay. So he was 45.
It's 45. 45 when Marathon Man came out, or was 45 in the
No. The old priest in The Exorcist was a 44 when they shot it,
I see.
and 45 when it came out.
I see. Oh man, it seems like what if Frankie was murdered on his way back from the shave cam to his office? That would be a start of really, really dark matters.
Oh boy.
Especially if the murderer was one of the people who was on the line. Well, it sounds like we've lost one of our bachelors. We've still got both of
Just
our
sat on my
bachelorettes.
headphones.
There we go. And now he's got.
Guys, it's dropping like flies.
All right, I'm back, baby. What'd I miss? Wait, I gotta turn off shave cam.
Oh,
Oh my God!
Michael,
Look at
can you
me.
tell him,
The fuck do I look? Look at this.
can you tell Frankie that's a math problem?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at this guy's face.
Who am I?
Who? That's a
What
hell of a
am I?
question. Who are you? Sarah Walker says your chin looks naked, and frankly, I agree with
I
her.
look wrong. If I shave my mustache, how young would I look? I would look like 14. I'm not gonna. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do
you would
it.
look very. You would look like a very, very young, youthful.
Do I
bald
look?
man.
Do I look
At the
younger
same
than I
time-
am? Do I look younger without the beard?
Oh yeah.
How much? Wait, I'm gonna move this microphone.
How much? I don't know. I can't quantify youth.
Gotta stick my chin out. Get that stronger jawline.
Ooh.
Make that stronger jawline. Get that stronger jawline.
Up.
That stronger jawline.
There's some feedback.
That was me, sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I was just trying to pwn you on the idea that Max von Sydow was a young man.
Yes. So, Max?
He was 43 to 44 when they shot it. Terrifying.
How old was he in Seventh Seal? I guess he's young in the Seventh
Well, I mean,
Seal.
that would make him
he's
28, I
yeah.
guess. So it's not that. I guess I just did a bad job of doing the math between 57 and 73.
Well, the crazy thing was when they did like the Paul Schrader Exorcist like 15 years ago, they basically didn't have to age him up. He was the same age as the character was in real life then. He was so fucking young. The Exorcist is so
And
fucking
now he's
weird.
dead.
Anyway, sorry.
And now he's dead. He is
For
dead.
the waxing, I look friendlier. I'm into that.
Yeah, but friendlier in the, guitar, like, you look more like a youth pastor, which I don't
Yeah.
enjoy.
Oh, I got my gay CDC shirt on. You see that?
You do. This does make the show. I think you do also look more gay.
Sure. I mean, okay.
Especially with the gay CD. There's sort of a Bruce Valanche-ness that is coming out.
Do not Valanche me. How dare you? How dare you have that name pass your lips the same time as mine? That's horrifying.
Do you remember friend of the show and at least one time, but I think also multiple time Dark Matters guest Michael Barbaro?
Michael Barbaro is the guy who whispers for the New York Times. He's their professional whisperer.
Sorry, Michael. That's right. That's right. I knew I was getting that wrong.
It's like that's not how you do VO, bro. Today. Donald Trump faces his steepest challenge yet. Fucking he's the there's like the horse whisperer. He's just the he's the pod whisperer.
Michael Vaccaro, much less famous, but he has been on our show.
Friend of the show, friend of Bruce Valanche.
Friend of the show and friend of Bruce Valanche.
I tried to get him to get Valanche on the show, and he said that Bruce was not responding to his messages. Oh, you know what that means?
What?
That means this is after the matters.
This is after the matters.
Let's check out the shave cam. Anything going on here? Nope, nothing.
Yeah, we still have two callers. I feel like we should thank them and let them and let at least one of them go.
It would be very funny if I was the one who just said fuck off. And maybe
God,
I will.
What do I look like now? Is this what I look like the whole time? And I was like hiding behind hair.
Yeah, who needs it? Who needs it, really?
This is the first time in our friendship you've had more hair than I have.
Yeah, more facial hair. I think for almost our entire. I've had more head hair.
Caller.
And that
Wait,
margin is
still have,
only grown.
Frankie's still thicker though.
My mustache, I guess. Yeah.
So thick.
So thick. Oh, my face feels weird.
Yeah. When I shave, I get the uncontrollable urge to just touch my face.
It feels
like,
interesting. I wonder how fast. I wonder how many times I'm gonna have to shave now.
Yeah, being clean shaven is not fun. I was last. I'm trying to remember the last time I was clean shaven. I think it was my early maybe mid 20s. But once I could grow a beard that I didn't have to manage, then I didn't have to manage every day, or I could grow enough facial hair that it wouldn't look weird if I didn't shave, I'd stop
I'm
shaving
trying
every
to
day.
find
It was
Anne
great.
Marie Riley, this bitch that hid that notebook in 6th grade.
Uh-oh. We do have somebody on the shower cam.
We do?
Uh,
Oh, I can't. Should I put it on?
oh,
honey, you're on. Uh-oh, what's happening? Okay,
Let's see.
this is...
Seems like. Yep.
Okay. It's backwards 'cause
Uh-huh.
it's a mirror.
And it's backwards because it's backwards.
Shave.
And-
Shave it. No, I'm not going to know. Oh, no.
Blood. And blood. There's some blood.
Oh, no. Anne Riley. I have somebody named Anne Riley with one mutual friend. Is that her?
Oh, can you just write Hunty Rocks up top?
I don't think.
Stephanie.
Well,
Also,
yeah.
no.
Stephanie.
I like that Stephanie uses the epsilon e instead of the weird circle e that they teach you in elementary school. The epsilon e is way better letter.
Okay, this is real. This is real. This is not a bit. I just got a text from caller number 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Explain that their phone died and they were so close to finding love.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, no. Bachelor number 2, not bachelorette number 2.
No, but he didn't get his love, unfortunately.
No, he didn't get
His
love.
phone
Because-
cock blocked him.
Because the phone.
It's cock block.
Yeah, the phone he put in his pocket next to his cock, it cock blocked him.
Yes, unfortunately. Happens all the time.
Oh, my God. It looks
now-
like a fucking turtle or something.
I feel like you're the catcher for the Giants.
Yeah, I'm a catcher for someone. No, that's the best case scenario. Frankie, Bilo, or Hunter, you ever sexted? Yeah, of course I've sexted.
Yeah.
I got a sext. I have not recently done it, but of course.
Well, what defines
is
a
a
sext?
sext?
Is it like a picture of your genitals? Is that a
Oh.
sext?
I mean, I've done all of those things, but the contexts are always way longer than we could ever get into. I don't have your number, Hannah McKay. I only have your Venmo account.
J Pill 1978 says Lois Einhorn is Frankie Gutman.
I'm just doing a turtle face now.
I love it.
I didn't tell my sex worker story. It's not a very good story.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't tell it. I do look like
Yeah, mine wasn't a good story.
I look like an Einhorn right now, definitely. I look like I look like Finkel, honestly. I
did want my donk back. Referring to
I was
earlier
once
story.
high on mushrooms at my friend's bachelor party and went to the hotel bar and just sat there and tried to look really desperate, hoping that a sex worker would approach me so that I could hire them for the bachelor party.
And did that happen?
Didn't work.
You just assumed that there would be sex workers because it was a hotel?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, right. Well, I have a bunch of friends that have just been at a hotel bar and then a woman approached them. I don't want to tell other people's stories.
Well, for the benefit of everybody who's now interested.
I mean, yeah, if you're at like a pretty big hotel and you're just like a guy by yourself sitting at the bar, right? That's a thing.
I wouldn't know.
At least for
I mean,
movies.
I understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Mother of Garland saying, tell them about. Oh, I wonder if we could. We can't show this on the channel. My neighbor across the street when I lived in Eagle Rock was a porn actress. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could post. Okay, I'm gonna post a link. Hold on. Oh, I don't remember her. So there's this video. She was a dominatrix of some kind, and there's a video of her. I guess I'll describe the video. It's her in kind of like a leather singlet. She's a larger woman, and she's sitting on a guy's face and eating an avocado and talking about how it's gonna make her fart on his face. And then out the window, you can see she is filming it in the house across the street from me. Because out the window, you could see my house in the video, my old house.
Oh my
what
God.
Was her... Okay, I think. How do I don't know how to find this video.
How do you-
and I don't know how...
Trying to find pornography on
Well, I
the
can't
internet.
link it.
This has got to be a big mistake.
Number one, can I find this? This
Okay.
video is really hilarious, but I don't know how to link it in a safe way on Twitch. Maybe if I like put a link to a link or something.
Make a Bitly, yeah.
I
make a
forget
Bitly
which
link to it.
website it was on too. Which
I just got another text from Bachelor number 2. This is real.
I mean, I believed you the first
Bachelor
time.
number 2. Bachelor number 2 just because they want to keep doing this game, the game show, even though we're in Answer the Matters.
So
Bachelor number 2 is
her Twitter is
If
at
we-
Wallet
if-
Queen. That's her Twitter. I'm trying to find.
Oh,
hold on,
no.
what porn site would it be on? Let's see. I'm gonna find this.
Is the Bachelorette still on the line? He's asking.
I think a Bachelorette is still on the line.
Number
Perfect.
2 for Bachelorette number 1.
Okay, Bachelorette number 1, Bachelor 2 is texting me to ask you if you've ever been on the Jurassic Park ride. And then I told Bachelor number 1,
On that
look,
one.
they're going to think I made up Jurassic Park because I love Jurassic Park. They're going to think it's me just doing a bit, but I am actually getting texts from this person, and I tried to tell him that, and he told me to say it anyway. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I
Oh, I
really
hope I
can't
can
be.
find this
I'm
video.
Bachelor number 1.
So have you been on the Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios?
Bachelorette
Oh,
number
I found
2 has
it.
not, but his
I found the
Bachelorette number
video.
1.
Oh,
All right, what is a safe way to link this video? We can't. I don't know.
I think you can paste it into a Google Drive
Okay.
document. That's pretty safe. Bitly link is probably pretty safe, but pasting it into the text
Okay,
of a
that's
Google
what
Drive
I'm gonna do.
document
I'm
is
making a new
certainly
document.
safe.
It's 10 minutes long. I wish we could watch this with comment. Do you think we could play the audio of it and not the video? No, we probably can't do that either.
No, probably not.
Can't believe I found it.
Earlier today, I did a live stream with a TV in the background, and it got shut down. It was fucked. Like, those things flag so bad now.
Well, I hope it doesn't. What if the bot clicks the link and then reads the link that I put in there?
Oh, we need to request access.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I thought I said anyone with the link can view it. Oh, I see. Never. I changed it now. I've changed it now. It should work now.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you, Frankie.
This is a 10-minute, and we're gonna lose all our viewers. They're all gonna be watching this video now.
It's
Let
true.
me see. Oh, I wish I could clip it out and just see. Yeah, I'm 18 or older. I wish I could clip it out and just play like the part that's not dirty. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay. Honestly, it's not that dirty for most of it.
No, but it's dirty. It's dirty enough for our Twitch channel to get permanently banned.
Yep.
Wow. Well, while everybody else is watching a weird porn that my old neighbor made, I guess that's. I mean, what else are you gonna do in After the Matters? That's kind of what we do here.
Yeah. We'll watch. We'll watch old porn. I guess we won't show it on the stream because it's pornography, but we'll watch and comment on it.
Yeah. Is it going now? Oh, here it goes.
I think watching pornography is exactly how I want this day to
This is
end.
weird. This video is weird. Oh, she's like hanging from a chain. I'm just clicking through it. I'm not even listening to it. Oh yeah, and if you look out the window in some of the shots, you can see that's the tree from in front of my house. It's really weird. She's got a bunch of like whips and stuff on the wall too. Fun stuff. The chat has gone silent since I put the link to this video in the chat. That's how I know everybody is watching the video and nobody's watching Dark Matters. Everybody's watching this video.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm watching Dark Matters instead of the video because I need my hands to be active.
First time, long time asking, how did you figure this out? I got a package from my neighbor. I was always very curious. Yeah, you get it after the first couple minutes, JFlash10. I was very curious because there was this really sweet old man that used to live across the street from me. And then one day he just disappeared. And a cow skull went up on the front of the house. And this weird woman moved in there. And there were always different men coming over to her house. Oh, see, J-Pill remembers the cow skull. Bilo's fallen asleep for the first time. If you had 1128 for Bilo first time falling asleep, yeah, you won on your bingo card. There were always different guys going in there. And I was like, well, I think I know what's going on in there. And one time I got a package for her. And I Googled her name, and then I'm like a Spokio stalker, so I like looked her up, and then her name led me to her, somehow led me to her stage name. And that's how I found this video. What's the quote? There's definitely, she says something about farting and avocados. Deb Jones not able to watch this video. Wow, we're still got a lot of viewers here.
Yeah.
Brother Wax saying great video. Thank you.
Yes.
That's all he said.
Oh, ice cream cone with the shaved face roast. Ice cream cone. If you scroll up, I put a Google Docs link in the chat, which will lead you to a link to a porn video that my old neighbor is in, where she eats an avocado and farts on a guy's face. This is After the Matters. 818-650-3275. Bilo is asleep. Oh, there he goes. He's back.
Yeah, I am asleep.
So you're hosting next week, Bilo.
Well, Frankie's adamant that he's going to be here.
I'm 90% I'm going to be here.
And I mean, I certainly pray for that. Because I don't know how to. There are so many technical things that I do not know how to do that are important to make this show go up on the air at the appropriate time.
Yeah, I could show you how to do it. It's not that hard.
I was honestly, I was just like, oh, good, it's going to end by 10:30 that week. I'll get some sleep.
Yeah, right. You don't go to bed at 10:30.
It's true.
You've never gone to bed before like 4 a.m.
Yeah, no. let me tell you, being in my mid-30s, having a sleep cycle that involves me
All right.
being awake at high energy until 1 a.m. is going to be great for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna delete that link from the Google Docs because I'm paranoid that the robot is gonna scan the link and see what's in there. But I think everybody got to watch it.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
Man, she hasn't tweeted since 2016. I hope she's doing well. That's probably since I lived there.
Horny for Hunty too.
Oh, she's on.
I'm horny
she's
for
on
Sarah
Instagram.
Walker.
Nope, not anymore. You ever farted in someone's face, Bilo?
Oh, I'm sure I have. But I don't know if you've heard this new. There was a lawsuit against, I want to say like the CEO of Riot Games, the makers of League of Legends. There's like a new one against the CEO, but before that there was one against like one of the higher ups who was like not the CEO, so like one of the high ranking people who this like C-level executive used to go into meetings and tap people on the balls, grab his own genitals, and fart on people during work meetings.
So that feels like another reference to Super Troopers.
I feel like Super Troopers didn't really have that much fart humor in it.
My first boss was
there's
friends
some
with the Super Troopers because he went to college with them at Colgate University. I think he produced.
Hell yeah!
Something.
Someone. I was assaulted by a cast member
of Super Troopers.
Yep.
A Disney cast member?
Oh, no, the whatchamacallit, one of the cops in the beginning. He had ties to a comedy theater. Allegedly.
Well,
it was a small bit actor.
We'll just say who it is. There's like 26 people watching this right now.
I was a small bit actor. I was using a walker to get around. He forcibly grabbed my walker and like moved me out of the way in the IO bar. It was delightful.
I don't know how I feel about this mic that I don't have to hold. I feel like it casts a shadow on my face.
See, okay, I wasn't sure what that was actually because it blends in with your stash.
Dark background.
This is
Yeah, dark background, dark mic, and then like the line that is your mustache.
Yeah, I mean this is after the matters. This is a good old Shure SM7B.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry, that's so unprofessional of me. I just burped into the mic. I'm so sorry. Tulio Dodge said I look like Guy Fieri. I'll take it. Hey, he does some good things for the community. I'll take that.
Yeah, he does seem to be. He does seem to be a good guy.
Can I ask, who does Sarah Walker think is cuter, Philo or Frankie?
Nobody wants to know that.
I do.
It's more reflective of society than of me.
That's right, especially with no beard hair.
Yeah.
Is my mustache
Frankie's
too wide now? Is it too wide?
Possibly, but it's hard for me to know what a good-looking mustache without a beard is.
I don't really know what a good-looking guy is. They all look fine to me. They all look good.
I agree.
Most of them look good.
Yeah. That's what I tell myself, and that's why I know that I'm handsome. Like my mommy told me.
I don't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't do a John Waters mustache. Philo is literally falling asleep.
I'm very tired.
It's only 11:30. What did you do today that
I
you're
know.
so tired?
I drank a large quantity of alcohol.
Why? Is everything okay?
Yeah, fine. I had like, and a large quantity of alcohol is like 4 beers or something like that. But it still is just adding to, it's like taking away this hour of activity from my life.
I would like to drink a little bit. I'd have to get up though. What is this? Oh my god! I wonder what Oscar is gonna think tomorrow morning when he sees me. Wonder if he'll recognize me. What if he cries?
Yeah. That would be very funny.
Maybe if you like hid in the fort and like jump scared him.
Yeah.
He's like, boo.
What if he just smacks the shit out of you? Like you pick him up and he just smacks you across the face.
I would accept that, and I would no longer be his father. I would withdraw.
Wow.
I would accept his judgment.
Damn.
Oh man.
Government family.
Oh, my face.
Sarah Walker 84 says we should shave something every week, and I don't have an argument against that.
Mother Grandma says we should film his reaction. Yeah, let's do that tomorrow morning. He'll probably not. I don't know. What if he's scared? What if he doesn't realize it's me? I'm actually a little upset about that now. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. He'll figure it out.
I can't find Anne Marie Riley.
Can you do it now?
No, he's asleep.
If you do it now, you'll wake him up, and that'll be scary.
It will be scarier, but it'll be scarier for me because it's gonna take him an hour to go back to bed. Oh man. Oh, next time Bilo falls asleep, let's not say anything. Let's see if he actually falls asleep on the air.
That would be funny. People would enjoy that, I'm
Text
sure.
Sam to go shave your face while you're on the air.
I don't think that's gonna work.
She's asleep.
But no, I just don't think you can put a razor on my face while I'm asleep and not wake me up.
I'm gonna say honestly, I look better than I thought I was going to.
You look good.
I thought I was gonna hate it a lot more. Oscar is still up, she says.
Okay.
Oh, I could put on bathroom.
Okay.
I could put
Frankie,
on shave cam.
Bathroom cam. Shave cam.
All right. If Oscar is still up, all right, I'm gonna go. All right, hold on. Bilo, you fall asleep. We're gonna go wake up Oscar.
All right, nice. Oh man, I finally, this is the replacement host that I've been waiting for my entire life. Just being replaced by what is essentially a large baby.
He said you could go to sleep. I can talk. That's fine. What's up, Horny Crew? Hunty is fucking lonely.
Ice cream cone says over the holidays I came across a Santa Claus cuckold video. It was something everything should see.
Yeah, I once played Santa Claus. I was Santa Claus in a play as a teenager, and I got paid. I was a paid actor doing Santa Claus, but I forgot my lines once, and it fumbled it up, and then I yelled at a child. But it was a great experience. There were a lot of pictures of famous Brian Denny there.
Yeah, do you feel?
It's very
all right,
exciting.
Oscar's coming.
Sarah, I said ho ho ho, and I'll get you next time.
All right, I see him. I see Frankie. I see his clean-shaven face. There we go. We can see it. We can all have a good gander at Frankie's Frankie's face and head.
Let's see how this works. Let's go see Daddy. Oscar. Hey, look at me. Do I look different at all?
Ah!
Do you notice anything?
He just wants to watch the dump truck video.
You want to watch a video of dump truck? Wait, but who do you see? Who's that? Who do you see? Who's that?
Hi.
Who's
Hi,
that?
Oscar.
I heard you. Who's that?
Hi, Oscar.
Unky Mikey? You say,
Hi.
I hope this marker wipes off. Okay, it does.
Yeah.
You say hi, Unky Mikey? Say hi, Unky Mikey.
The pajamas are amazing.
Do I look fun?
Oh, look at that.
I had no reaction, it looks like.
Oscar, does your dad look funny?
Do I look funny without my beard?
Is that your dada?
Ah.
His mustache? Boop. You boop daddy's stash?
What happened? Look, I shaved my beard. Do you see?
Ah!
Look, feel my face. Whoa.
Oh, weird. Oh.
Oh, it's smooth. Where'd it go? Is that funny? Okay.
This is some Pat the Bunny. This is some Pat the Bunny shit.
Dump truck.
Anybody else? Anybody else read Pat the Bunny?
Go back to mommy.
Alright, we'll watch the dump truck video. now.
Oscar's gonna watch the dump truck video.
All right, good, good.
I'm back. I'm back in the
All right, this is good. This is good content. Oh, love you, Oscar.
So I'm pissed because I wanted him to be scared.
You're pissed because you wanted a child to be scared.
Okay, when you say it out loud, yes, it sounds bad.
You wanted a 2-year-old toddler to be afraid of his own father.
Okay, I understand what you're talking about like generational trauma. Yes, that's a bad
Yes.
idea. Okay, let me reframe it. It would have been very funny to see a toddler be scared.
It would have been very funny. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
I won't go as far as to say it would have been positive, but it would have been great.
mm.
Oh, wow. Wow, Bilo really falling asleep there. Here we go.
I'm not falling
Brother
asleep.
Wag asking.
I'm
Brother
carrying
Wag's
this
asking for
show
the link
on
to
my
the dump
back.
truck video. I'm gonna find it. I
I'm
gotta
carrying
turn off.
this show. I'm like Greg
Turn
Jennings.
off shave cam here. Whoa, it's bright.
Wait, is dump truck video? Is that a euphemism for avocado video?
I hope not.
I certainly hope Frankie's not showing that video, the avocado video, to his 2-year-old
Here
son.
we go. Here's the dump truck video. I put the link in the chat.
Good grammar and spelling are important.
Wow, can we get Oscar to watch Two Girls, One Cup? I'm not that bad of a dad.
This is the exact amount of CGI graphics to watch when you are the exact amount of a little bit high, like I am.
Oh my god. And this guy,
Like,
this is some Canadian guy that
wonderful.
narrates these videos. He does sound like vaguely stoned. It's like, hey guys, check out these dump trucks. Wow, it's a yellow one. Oh man.
Oh,
quality.
God.
We should
Horrible.
just do Oscar
It just looks
reaction
so
videos
cool.
to two. I guess he thought my lack of beard was just funny, so that's good.
Yeah. When it's gone tomorrow, there might be more strife.
Yeah.
Okay, now the fact that it's going so slow, the apple's falling. Okay, this is not for kids. This This is for me.
I like, Hunter, that you and Oscar now are fans of the same video.
It's so clearly designed for the stoner eye.
Maybe
Like the
stoners
idea that
and
it's just
2-year-olds are like basically the same.
Okay, so here's what
That's
I
possible.
love about it. It's just the distance off to nowhere, off to the left. Like, you can be a 2-year-old and imagine that it goes anywhere, or you can be me and imagine that it goes nowhere. But either way, like it's that feeling of like, oh, you're like playing an open world game and you hit the wall and you're like, wait, where the fuck do I go from here?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Truman Show effect.
100%. I watched Truman Show a week and a half ago. It's so good.
Mm.
By the way, Truman Show, great fucking soundtrack.
Shout out to A10, always in the chat.
A10,
Never comments.
welcome to the show. No
No
interaction.
interaction.
No interaction.
Just hangs out always in the chat.
Yeah. Just here to record our show and send it off to North Korea where it is played in torture camps and
That
prison
is
mines.
probably. And you look, I just picture just like a bunch of political prisoners in some foreign country just being forced to watch this. This is when you confess.
Yeah, this just feels like a just empty designed open world game, and I just want to run around.
Yeah, this guy actually,
But
this
nothing there because
Brain
there's nothing
Candy
to
TV. It's just this Canadian guy. I think he's like a 3D graphic designer, and he just like it's all takes place in 3D. It's literally all the videos are exactly this.
It's just, but like there's just such a fun style to them. I'm both. You know, I know it's silly, but this is just very
well,
enjoyable.
you might like this one, Hunty. Learn about dinosaurs. It's actually pretty good
Oh,
CG and learn
I
about
love
dinosaurs.
learning about
It's very
dinosaurs.
sophisticated.
Oh, big fan of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Where's
Here, I'll
where
put
did you
it in the
link
chat. This
in?
is like, pretty good quality. A10 is in 14,050 channels right now, says Ice Cream Cone. That's a boy. That's my boy, A10.
Wait, is A10 the
Yeah,
bot?
A10 the bot.
No, I mean, is A10 the bot?
Hold on, Bilo fell asleep. Oh, he woke up again.
Boo!
Holy shit, the dog.
The
Okay,
dog?
this museum is insane.
Yeah, I think this is just like some dude that just builds things in 3D.
Like, yeah, no, this is just like really fun art. I'm really into this. Like, honestly, yeah. Thank you for sharing it.
Man. Next week we're gonna have a full Brain Candy TV review from Hunty and After the Matters.
And an
Yeah.
r/Kinsaw.
What is that? Have you gone on there?
I did, yeah. That was the chat that was supposedly giving us bad reviews of our show. Which now r/Kinsaw does
There's
exist, but
nothing on there.
it's just a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and nobody's posted there in 8 years.
Well, the idea that it took him that long to find the window was like, what's happening?
Yeah. Wonder who it was. Oh my god, I feel naked.
Yeah.
I feel like I know I'm wearing clothes, but I feel like
Yeah.
to me, this is like having my penis out on the Twitch.
Thankfully, not to anybody else.
I've seen my chin
Hey,
way
yeah.
less often than I've seen my penis.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deb Jones, Brother Wags.
Hey,
I look good.
dude,
Sorry,
you-
Hunty, I'm always talking over you. It's what I do.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I stumbled over. Did either of you ever see that giraffe CGI video? It was like
I don't
giraffes
think
at a
so.
pool. Or giraffes or zebras at a pool.
No.
No.
Yeah, high diving giraffes. It is. There it is. Yeah. I think I've been on so many podcasts where it sounds like I hate CGI. I love good, weird, like CGI stuff. I just love bad '90s action
Oh
movies.
man.
Better
Wait, what was that? What was that Christmas special? It was a Christmas special that a guy made on this like outdated CGI program. It came out in like 2003.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, it's so weird.
Oh yeah.
I hope they really got the meaning of Christmas fucked up
It's
too.
the worst CG of all time. But I watched it like a month ago. Oh, here we go. Is it this Polygon article? Yes. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put this article in the chat too about Rap City street kids believe in Santa. This is a good read. This article. We assign homework on this show.
This is link sharing matters.
If you're just tuning in, you
We give
missed
you-
the video of my neighbor sitting on a guy's face and eating an avocado and threatening to fart on him. But that we can't share. That we can't share again.
Yeah, that's the only thing that hasn't been CGI.
This entire show. I still have a beard. I'm actually CGI right now.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, this is the not a cat
Yeah.
filter.
I think I have that somewhere. I have the ability to.
Oh, can we talk about that guy being so anti-Semitic?
Oh, is that true?
The cat lawyer was
did people do
anti-Semitic.
background on him, and he's not a good guy.
So it's like a law enforcement city that he lives in, and there's a Jewish woman who runs a head shop in that town who he used to date, and now he harasses and tries to keep sending lawsuits and sending the cops to her head shop based on fake legal infractions over and over again, trying to get her run out of town. Like, within 2 hours of the cat thing popping up, they beamed at him. It was... Why is every stupid person on the internet also anti-Semitic, or did I answer the question?
Well, it's like the only safe racism, or it's not quite racism, but it's the only safe one left. You know what I mean? It's the only one people will still get
Yeah,
behind.
and nobody. Come on. I mean, speaking as a Jew, you know, I don't frankly like Jews. You know what I mean? No, I don't generally like people.
I think. Are you just
But-
talking about like members of your family?
Yeah, people that I know. I know a lot of Jews, and I don't like too many of them.
Yeah, I feel like my takeaway is if I met someone and they were a nice Jewish girl, great. But that's not the first trait I'm looking for. I am looking for a great body.
Is that right?
Look, I'm looking for whatever I
Hebrew
can get.
school was the worst. That was the worst thing in my life.
Why?
Because I had to go Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and so I couldn't. I couldn't. Like I wanted to be in like band or play sports, but I had to go to fucking Hebrew school. I didn't believe in it. I had to, you know. Also, I went. So my parents are members of the synagogue in Riverdale, which is the fancy neighborhood in the Bronx that we lived sort of near. But then they would, like, when they would travel, they would tell people we were from Riverdale, but we were definitively not. So they paid, like, my parents were both teachers. They didn't make a ton of money. but they paid a ton of money to join the prestigious synagogue in Riverdale, and that's where I went to Hebrew school. So I was like in this Hebrew school with like these rich kids, and I had nothing in common with them. They didn't like me, except for maybe Andy Miller liked me.
Wait, you knew an Andy Miller?
I think we all know an Andy Miller or two, right?
Yeah, I definitely know an Andy Miller.
Do you want to know something? Okay, one time, I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna tell the story because I said the person's name, so I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna tell my Andy Miller story. I should have said somebody from Hebrew school.
Oh, maybe this
it's
is
a pretty
maybe
bad
this
story.
was by Randy Miller.
This is like you can't run for Congress if I tell this story.
Ah, well, Andy Miller, if you're thinking about running for Congress, we have blackmail.
That's right, baby.
Can I just say, my favorite part about Bilo's restful position is that it is exactly behind the dark matter.
It's true. It's true.
It's like you're hiding something. Yeah. There you go.
I've gotta readjust. Ow.
Wow. I haven't seen my chin or my neck in like 14 years. Really
yeah, and I've never seen your chin or your neck through our entire friendship.
And you will never see my upper lip, I'll tell you that.
Ah, wow. Can't say I love him, you know. Can't say I love seeing him.
No. I don't know either.
I do like you doing the frog thing, where you like put your tongue between your bottom front teeth and your lip and like make it bulge like a frog. That shit is very funny to me.
Yeah, that's my Mitch McConnell impression.
It's a good one.
Whoa, so burpy.
Yeah, it's interesting because for me, I had a Valentine's Day anniversary once because our first date turned out to be at a Valentine's Day chocolate tasting. And
that's an awkward first date. Bilo, most awkward first date you've ever been on. Go.
Ooh.
I'll do mine.
Most awkward first date. I went to see Jude Shelton's show, who's a really funny comedian, LA comedian. She had a show at IO West, and I took this girl to see a show at IO West, and then we went to this now closed restaurant called Bowery, which is on Sunset, just past Vine, or that's where it was. It's near there was like a cheese. There's a Starbucks and there's like a cheese sandwich
they
place.
Have a great burger. Bowery had a great burger.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. Anyway, went there after the show, and the girl asks the waitress, "What is the beer with the highest percent of alcohol by volume?" Which is a weird thing to ask. And then she orders that beer. It's not like she's trying to avoid it. She's trying to it at least sounds like she's trying to get as drunk as she can for the money. And she was like a pretty small person, so probably she didn't need to drink more than one or two of those beers to get drunk. I don't know how drunk she got on the date. It didn't seem like that drunk. But I walked her back to her car on which is parked on Hollywood Boulevard. And like as I'm like leaving her at her car, she asked me, "Do you want to have intercourse?"
Like that exact sentence?
That exact sentence. That was her wording. And I said, I have to get up early tomorrow morning.
All right, here's Oscar with a mustache drawn in compared to me.
Oh. He's perfect.
Can can I hop in with it wasn't a first date, but it was like a
Now I
when
can
you're
see
not
behind
sure if
this
you're
picture.
dating and then you're furious because of how it exploded in your face date.
Please.
Did I ever tell you about that date at Denny's that I got backed into?
I'm not sure.
Where I was friendly and sort of hooking up with someone a little bit awkwardly, and it was like, oh yeah, let's go grab lunch at Denny's, and then it turned into like the person being very bad behavior, and this was like one of the Denny's I came to a lot, and it was like weirdly showing up badly on me. At one point that they walk out and fucking smoke a cigarette out front. Like, it was, I'm just like, this.
I
is where
don't
I'm
understand.
right.
So this was a date. It was a date or it wasn't a date, first of all?
I thought I was grabbing lunch with a friend that I occasionally was bumping into.
And then they start getting angry.
And they start turning it into a date and making it very weird and very uncomfortable. In a yes, Julia, yes. Yeah. It's a person. Well, we've talked about the person. We might not have talked about the date, but it was at Denny's, and it ruined Denny's for me. And my servers, who knew me, were like making eye contact, like, I know, it's okay. Like, oh yeah, we get it. This is weird for you.
You don't really have to say it was at Denny's. I just assume you're at Denny's if you're not at your house.
Yeah.
It was at Denny's.
Hunty, after the pandemic, I've said this before, I'm taking you to the Windmill Denny's in Arcadia, California.
I'm not sure if I've eaten there, but I've driven past it. It's so cool.
Yeah, we're going to the Windmill Denny's. Bilo, you're coming too. Who's coming?
Nice.
Deb Jones. Ice cream cone, fly out. We'll all go to the Windmill. We'll go to the Windmill Denny's.
Windmill Denny's.
In Arcadia, California. Flower
Beautiful
of the San
Arcadia.
Gabriel Valley. No, I think that's Rosemead.
Ugh. Rosemead being the flower makes more sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. You remember the day that we were all hanging out at my mom's house, and then I got a text from the girl who was like, "Well, I guess I got to do this now."
It depends. Who is all of us?
Pew Pew Pachu. And we were taking photos out in the front lawn with those big crazy chains.
Yeah. I didn't remember. I did not remember how that day ended, or if you. I did not realize that you were running off to go have a date with.
It wound up being a very strange. Well, that wasn't the Denny's date. The Denny's date happened after that.
I see.
That was the night where she was like, "Hey, come to a club and dance with me." I'm like, "What the fuck is a club?"
So I hope you get acquainted with clubs in the post-pandemic world.
Do you want?
That's not a joke.
Do you want to hear my bad date story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I broke wind and it's not pleasant.
I've been doing it a lot.
That was questionable. So I don't know. This is somebody I met. I don't know. It's like this is literally 20 years ago, or isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
No, it can't be 20. It must be like almost 20. Because we were drinking. Some girl I met online. She lived in Manhattan on the Upper East Side. And I went to go pick her. She wanted me to go, normally like when you're in New York City, if you're going to go meet someone for a date, you just meet at the location, right? I guess that's normal for a date anywhere, right? But like, especially in New York, like, I guess maybe if you live in the burbs, like maybe they'll pick you up in their car or something. But in New York, everybody takes the frickin' subway. You just meet at the place, right?
Sure.
I'm getting a text that Oscar wants dead. So, but she
Aw.
refused. So I wanted to go to this place. It was like on 22nd Street, and she said she doesn't go beneath 23rd Street because it's too scary. So she said I had to pick her up
Hilarious.
at her place, ride the subway down with her, and then we sit down and we're eating, and she starts talking about how she hates Russian people. Like, but like in a way that like as if she thought she met me on some anti-Russian group or something, because she was just like talking to me like obviously I agree with her. And it's weird because it's also like, you know, I'm used to a certain kind of racism, you know, growing up in America, but that it was just oddly specific, and she kept going on and on about it in this, you know, all this anti-Russian stuff, and I was just like, all right, I'm done with this. But we had tickets to see this band I really liked called Clinic, and it was their only show. It was their only show in New York, and I really wanted to see them, so I just was like, I'm just gonna stick it out. I want to see this show. So we took the subway to Brooklyn, and the second that we got into the club, I just like hid from her. I just left and I hid from her, and I justified it by the fact that she was a literal racist.
Yeah.
But I just hid.
that
But
is-
in retrospect too, because she had never traveled below 23rd Street, so she had to figure out how to get home from Brooklyn. That was probably pretty mean. But she was also racist, so fuck her.
That reminds me of the first time I ever went on an online date. Also, the story of how I met Amalia Lavari.
wow.
These happened to occur on the same night. I
remember.
I went on it was the first time I'd been on a date with somebody from the internet, and I was invited to a birthday party at this place in West Hollywood. And so it was, you know, me and or like I was there to like, I don't know, get to know this girl, and she was there with like a dozen of her friends or something like that. Or like maybe they weren't all her friends, but she knew a bunch of them, and they were there for it was some guy's birthday. I don't really remember whose birthday it was. What I do remember is going on the date and then being there like about, you know, an hour or 45 minutes into the date, and sort of like looking around and being like wondering where the person I was supposed to be on a date on had gone, and then like waiting for, you know, more time and continuing to like wonder what had happened, like where she went. And then finally I like saw her and like I guess her closest friend who was there for the party, but I guess was also like the safety blanket there for the date, like emerging from the photo booth at this place where they had been, I think, hiding for
Hiding from you?
hiding from me. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I was very bummed.
What'd you
and
do?
Then, well, I just like she didn't come back to the birthday party where I was just sort of sitting with a bunch of people that I didn't know. And then Amalia Lavari told me about the Tomorrow Show. So like I hung out somewhere from, you know, 9 p.m. until midnight, and then decided that the night sucked, so I was gonna go. I would go catch the Tomorrow Show.
Ice Cream Cone with a great comment in the chat. I got called a fat piece of shit for not letting a date win every game we played at a Dave & Buster's. Ouch. This is perfect for Valentine's Day.
I do think I think it's very funny, Michael, that you insist on saying her full name every time, even though Amalia is a adjacent member of the story.
It's true. It's true. I don't remember. Well, Amalia Lavari, I once apologized to in public on this very show, because Amalia Lavari and I later went on a date to see the movie the movie Gravity, and I later apologized for my behavior on that date. But what was what is sort of funny is that I had, or funny to me at least, is that I had, like, I met her as a result of a really shitty date. Yeah, Tomorrow's Show was great.
I love Tomorrow's Show. I met Amalia in Sketch 101. She, I think, somehow, me not liking the movie Chronicle got through her back to Max Landis, which was really confusing. And so, like, I had to stop talking about movies for a while just because, like, I just felt so weird about posting shit publicly. Like, it was a very weird time. And that's why I created a fucking Facebook movie group. You know, because it was like, oh.
Did I tell you about the time Max Landis unplugged my laptop power cord at a coffee shop on Larchmont?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Because you deserved it, you piece of shit. I mean, you're not a piece of shit, but all of us are pieces of shit.
He got canceled, right? Or is he got canceled, right? We canceled him.
Everybody hates it. Everybody has a shitty Max Landis story, but I think also he did get canceled. But I've never heard a good Max Landis story other than, like, I wish I wrote as much stuff as he did.
The thing about, like, Landis's being canceled is Coming to America came out 6 years after Twilight Zone. Like, they're cockroaches.
Yeah. Yeah, you mean after he killed, like, 4 people?
After he killed 4 people on set and then was a monster for, like, the worst story in Hollywood.
On the Twilight Zone movie, there's a famous, John Landis, his dad directed that, and there's a famous accident where a bunch of crew members died. It's a helicopter crash, I think. It was children, too, right?
And cast.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, child actors and a famous actor, Vic Morrow. They all died, and it was because it was lax safety and trying to get the better shots. It was awful. It was horrible. So John Landis, they go to court. He gets acquitted. All that stuff happens. You know what happens when he gets off? He gives
he just shoots a child in the face.
No, he gives free tickets to the movie premiere to the jurors to go see Coming to America.
Wow.
That's the type of piece of shit we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like you can't cancel Landis. You can only just try and throw him in a different direction. And it sucks because American Werewolf in London is a perfect film. It is exactly the movie I would ever want to make. And fuck that guy.
And we've got a call. I am joking. We do not have a call.
Stephanie is encouraging me to share our first interaction on OkCupid, which she has screenshotted.
I don't think I have my first interactions with my future wife.
Your future wife?
Wife of the future!
Can't figure out how to open this. Here we go.
Oh man, one of Hunter. That reminds me. One of Sam and my first dates was going to see. We went to see The Disaster Artist, and then immediately after it, I took her to see The Room at the Westwood Regent Theater at midnight, which was a very fun date.
I think that's the time when you and I saw it there.
Yeah.
I think that's the last time we saw The Room.
Really? Oh man, we gotta go. We gotta
Here we go.
do another trip.
Well, you know why?
This
I
is
mean,
this is our
I mean,
interaction
not
on
why,
OkCupid.
like, but it was like,
Shh, who the fuck is Shart Vonnegut?
That was me, of course. That was my hilarious screen name.
yeah, no, that
That's
was
it.
like 5 days after we
Wow.
interviewed her. Oh, I love that.
Oh man, this is sweet.
Of course it's sweet. It's me. I'm like the sweetest guy you know. Although my screen name was Shart Vonnegut. That's a really good screen name.
Should it be like Shirt Vonnegut?
No, that's less no, because it's like a filter, right? You want, you know, if a person isn't into, it's like, oh, it has Shart, and they're
It's
gonna back
sharding.
away, then it's like, well, this is not gonna work. It's like it's an intentional filter.
I think that's correct. I always when I was dating, like, did a lot of self-censorship on first dates to act less weird. But I think that is the
I'm
wrong.
laughing at what an ice cream cone just put in the chat. That's a great
Okay.
email title.
So,
Auntie, are you okay? You're just sighing. You're breathing heavily.
I had something and I lost it. It slipped right out of the thought because it was so dumb.
That's a shame.
Oh no, that's what it was. My OkCupid account. Because like, first off, I'm just weird, and like I've always had an interesting relationship with dating. Usually it's, oh, the girl likes me. Okay, cool. Because I'm terrible at it. So my OkCupid account was Sam and Diane. Problem was that was a reference to the Community reference to Cheers.
Yeah, because
That
to
wasn't
me,
a
this
reference
thinks I
to
just
Cheers.
think of Cheers.
Yep.
So I've seen the pilot of Cheers. I haven't seen another episode.
Well, that seems
And
stupid.
You couldn't change it.
Couldn't you just use a different email address?
But by that point, I was already bored.
Oh man! All right, I'm being called into the house. To
All
put
right.
a child to bed. Let's
Well-
take one last look at Shave Cam
Yeah.
before we go.
There it is.
There's my
There it is. I
bathroom,
love
that's where the
that.
magic
Love that shower
happens.
curtain. Yeah. Did you install that? Did you install that curtain rod yourself, or that
That
towel
is a
rod?
pre-existing towel rod.
I installed a towel rod this week. There's some behind the matters.
Wow. I would not have done this plain. It's a plastic plain white one. I might have gone with a little more flair if it was my towel rod. But you know what? Hey,
Yep.
there's usually a towel on there, so you're not looking at it.
I think 1 week you should have just 2 guest hosts, Shave Cam and RoboBilo,
Yeah.
and just set up an algorithm and just give it a timer.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, if you are a BBW looking for a little magic,
Or anyone. Look, I'm not.
or anyone,
You don't have to be B, or W. Just if you're looking for a little magic, this is the place. Brother Wags, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Say a great
It
show.
does.
This was fun. I look less
it was-
bad than I thought I did. We had a 4-way date.
Yeah.
You know,
we had a lot of weird stuff happen tonight.
it was fun.
Next
Next week I'm gonna have I'm gonna have 2
Frankie?
children.
Before you have a second child, though, can you just do something for me?
It depends on what it is.
Can you say it's a me, Mario?
Sure, I will do that for you. Now, should I say it in my voice or should I say it in a Mario voice?
You know what I want you
Okay,
to
all
do.
right. I'll try. It's a little hard with my ear thing to do voices, but I'll try. It's a me, Mario.
Pretty good. That goes
I'm
in
a
the Robo
Luigi,
Frank.
number one. There we go.
Yeah. You nailed the Luigi.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win. There's some Mario Kart for you.
Yeah. Wario's a real. That's a real good one.
Yeah, love Wario.
Thank you for a great show.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Well, I
Good
aim
night.
to please. All right, everybody. Well, you have a good night, and we'll probably be seeing you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.